Xing now? You can't say retweet anymore.
Oh
right?
yeah.
The same.
And
Well,
we
for
are
me, it's still Twitter.
live. Welcome everyone to another
Twitter
fantastic
too.
episode of the Somnium Show at OMG Ultra with your wonderful hosts, Wolfer Blast and Ultra Lord, featuring the wonderful Somnium Space creators of reality. Yeah, give it up for the players, the winners, and the gamers. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Woo! Awesome. Thanks for coming, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Wolfer Blast, what are we going to be discussing today?
You and the afterlife.
You
Or
and the
afterlife
afterlife.
and you, whichever comes first. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so what do you think?
What's gonna happen to Ultra
Wolfer
Lord?
Blast?
Oh, me
Yes.
first.
Yeah. What do you think?
Okay.
Like, what's
Put me on the spot.
what happens after you die?
I don't
Have you
believe in
ever given
death.
What do you believe in?
Yeah, I've given it a lot of thought. It's just a transference of energies. You know, you just move. You go from one place to another place. It's like when you lose your sunglasses. They're not gone, and they're just somewhere else, right? So I think when you it's just a transition, and it takes for some people it takes a little bit of time. For some people it takes days or even years. It depends on how clingy you are, how much you cling to your material possessions, people
So that's
you
what
love,
hell
and things
is, right?
like that.
Clinging. And it feels like
No,
you're
hell
going
is
through
when
hell.
you have an expectation of death that you think you expect the worst. Like my grandfather, when he died, he was squirming around and fidgeting because he thought he'd been a bad person, you know. So he thought he was
Oh,
going
wow.
straight to hell. So it took him a while. But I don't think you just cease to exist. I think you just move to another transitional form.
Like reincarnation?
That's what I think. Well, not necessarily a living form, just another form somewhere.
Oli, what are your
And,
thoughts on Wolfer Blast's ideas of the transference of energy between lifetimes? Or between times? We can't hear you, Oli.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Check. Can you
Yep,
hear me?
yep, yeah, there you are.
Yeah,
I can hear you, Oli.
I agree with Woofer. It's just a transformation of energy.
I think that when we die, the people that love us the most will miss us dearly.
So do you think we live on
for sure.
in their minds as well?
That's, you know who said that? Keanu Reeves said that. I actually agree with that.
A great
Yeah.
philosopher.
He's dealt with a lot of loss in his life.
Yeah.
This is true.
A lot of respect for Kanye.
It was very touching when he said that.
So what do you think happens, Pax, when you die?
I'll tell you what I hope happens.
Cool.
I hope that we get a chance to replay everything that we've done, good times, bad times, just any type of memory, because there's been so many good experiences and great times, and some things are so long ago, and so many people and fun times that, you know, memories are great, but it would be so cool. You know, I really hope that we get to, like, you know, somehow see those again in real form. I know that doesn't really answer the question, but that's always something that I've thought of, that, you know, when we die, I hope we get to, like, kind of almost like review everything that we've accomplished and experienced.
I'll come find you when we're both cats.
But what do I really think happens when we die? I think something along the lines more of like the Matrix movie than any type of like religious type thing where you go to heaven or go to hell, or you know.
Like you
I
wake up
think
surrounded
that-
by a bunch of aliens
it's a
and you're smoking a
simulation.
bomb.
Possibly.
And they're like, yo,
yeah, I would
did you
lean
feel it?
towards more simulation. I'm not full blown Elon Musk simulation, but I would lean more towards that. But I actually think that if it was anything, it wouldn't shock me, no matter what. I think absolutely anything is possible.
Yeah. Truly is.
It's good to prepare yourself like that.
How do you prepare yourself? Wolfer Blast.
Just by accepting death, accepting that there is such a thing as death, and just learning to deal with it, and not like I said, cling to too much to yourself as you are now, because that doesn't last forever.
Yeah.
So the less you can cling, the easier the transition will be. I think
That's amazing.
That's why
Is anyone? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that's why there are ghosts, because some people have a hard time accepting death, or they're too attached to their material possessions or loved ones or whatever, and they don't want to let go. And so the quicker they let go, the quicker they can move on. That's my belief, anyway.
Is
Cool.
anyone afraid or not afraid of death?
I'm not afraid.
I mean, I
I'm
think you're gonna be afraid of
afraid.
death.
Afraid of
I-
death.
When it
I'm not.
comes
I'm
in
not
front
anxious
of
to
you.
die, but
Yeah, I think you're gonna.
Yeah.
I think fear is the
Afraid of
natural
old age.
response to
yeah,
to death.
it's
yeah.
a fear of the unknown too.
Yeah, it's a fear of the unknown.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Nikki, what are
Would
your
you like
thoughts?
to know?
Yeah. Go ahead. We'll switch over to Nikki after you're done. Special guest right here on our show.
I just wanted to know. Would you want to know if you were given this ability? Would you want to know when you're gonna die?
I mean, if I know when I'm gonna die, doesn't that
That's
mean I
the
can
only
change?
thing you could find out. Just no, you can't change it. All you could do is find out, if you die in a month, 10 years, or 50 years.
I don't think it makes a difference, but I don't think it would
No.
change
I
how I
do.
live or anything. Maybe I don't know.
I think
I
it'd be
think you should
helpful,
live
but
every day as if it's your last.
well, sure.
Because if you knew you're
Yeah.
gonna die like in 50 years, it would take some of the motivation away for experiences and getting things done and
Really?
appreciating.
Wouldn't it make
every
you
day.
more
Yeah.
motivated to experience things, knowing that like
I don't-
death?
not
death
if you,
makes you
if you had
alive.
like a year to live, that would be very different than if you had 50 or 60 or 70
Yeah,
years. So that,
absolutely.
I mean, we basically
Yeah.
all
They
have.
said you're
like-
gonna die tomorrow. What would you do different today?
Like if they're
do
going to buy a
something
new
different today,
car or
wouldn't you?
something and they only had a month to live, they'd figure, well, what's the use? Who cares?
Yeah.
Or a new house or whatever. So,
Yeah.
what's the point?
There's this quote I read. I saw it in a video. It's like, live as if you were gonna die tomorrow, and learn as if you were gonna live forever. So I like to think of it like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
No,
That's
that's
good.
cool.
Nikki, what are your thoughts on what happens beyond the Great Rainbow?
Well, I think that, or I know that death is guaranteed in life. You just don't know where it is when it happens. So, like you guys said, enjoy every single day like it's your last, and just embrace it. And I think that
Wait, is Nikki
life
talking?
is a beautiful
Yeah.
place. The earth,
Mhm.
and the living, it's a beautiful thing. And I have beautiful feeling that how I imagine it is that I've lost a lot of people in my life, like my uncles and my grandma, and just the people I love and miss. And what I would imagine is that they would get picked up by a magical bus, and would be surrounding on a big, huge table where we would all tell tales, and in the middle there would be this faucet, and everybody would be drinking from this faucet, and it would be any drink that you would want. It could be a milkshake, it can be any kind of drink that you want, and just enjoy and talk, and some sort of heaven, a beautiful
Cool.
place where we all could reconnect. That's how I
That's
see it.
beautiful. Wilson,
sounds
what's your beautiful heaven? Yo, are you there, bro? Wilson. Oh, he's just got his tongue.
Yeah,
his
yeah.
his
Yeah,
tongue
man.
sticking out. Like, yo,
Yeah.
you there?
You hear me? Yeah?
Yeah.
Never can hear Wilson. I got to turn him up. Turn him up. Here.
Wilson, going
Yes.
back to what crazy Nikki spoke about, her ideal of a beautiful heaven. What would your ideal of a beautiful heaven be?
A beautiful heaven. It depends what age you died at. I think. Like if you died when you were like 92 and you can hardly walk and you
Yeah.
can hardly do anything, you don't really want to be 92 in heaven, do you? You don't want to be walking about like that. So my hope would be you go back to a good time in your life that you feel happy with. So depending on what age you decided was your best time in your life, then you go back to that age.
So what age Yeah, that's a great. You mind if I ask what age is the best time in your life? If you could go back
I
to
think
any
it would be
age.
like a sliding scale in my head. I would go, oh, today I wake up like a child, and I'm just gonna
Yeah.
play it out as that kind of part. Oh, I want to be older today. Let's go back to when I was like at that age. So you get to choose times in your
That'd
life
be
to go
fun,
back
wouldn't
and
it?
visit.
Mm-hmm.
Choose
Yeah,
the
that's
period you want to
beautiful.
live in.
Do you think that there's anything that awaits us when we die?
I we everything's energy, so I fully believe that we will turn into some kind of energy of some sort. If it's ghosts, okay. If it's if flying about in the universe, part of a black hole, could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
Could be
energy
anything.
can't be created or destroyed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ardub, what
it
do
all
you?
starts with an orgasm.
That's exactly it. The beginning and the end of everything.
Uh-huh.
What do you think,
I
Sorry.
think,
Ardub?
man, this is something I've thought about for so long that I remember I was in college and I took some mushrooms and I was just laying in the back of my truck and all of a sudden I realized I was gonna die. Not at that moment, but like to really grok it, like
Yeah.
holy shit, man, I'm gonna die. Like some point I'm really gonna die. That was so like a profound thing, you know? It's like we're like we never talk about it. It seems like everyone's afraid of it, but birth and death to me are like two sides of the same coin. You know, and we celebrate birth, but what happens when we die is kind of the same question as where were we before we were born, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's anything special about humans because we're just animals. So really,
But we're
what
animals
happens
that
to
can think
things
about
that
death.
are alive when they die. Yeah, we can think about it, we can philosophize about it, we can come up with all kinds of ideas.
But are they
but-
real?
Like whatever happens to my cat
death
when it
real?
dies is the same thing that's gonna happen to me when it
Yeah.
dies. It's the same thing that's gonna happen to a bacteria when it dies.
Like
What
life
about
and death
trees?
are just
You know, what
abstract
about
ideas created by human
anything
beings.
that's alive is gonna die. Anything that's alive is gonna die. So I don't think it should be a separate thing for humans when they die. It should be able to work for everything.
Yeah,
And so
a
what
big
makes the
process.
most sense to me is like when I die, there's going to be no more our dub.
Yeah,
There's going to be my ego is going to die.
That's the
my
mass.
consciousness will probably shift into something else, and I think it'll all go back into the one thing.
the ego.
And if we encounter each other, I don't think like the idea of like going to heaven and being reunited with like entities that are resemble your ancestors and friends and pets and everything else. I think when you die, your consciousness will be absorbed into
Yeah.
the ocean of oneness, and you'll realize that there is no you and there is no other, but you are all part of one thing. So in a way, you are reunited with everything that ever lived, and it's
Yeah.
you right now.
Yeah.
Even though we don't see that, it's something like that. That's like kind of what makes the most sense to me.
The separation of
Do you-
self
do you
from
think-
the world is an
Yeah,
illusion.
That's beautifully said.
Something, yeah.
Do you think you think you take any of yourself with you when you go, or do you just sort of begin fresh?
No,
do you think about
I
that?
think you realize that yourself is everything else. That there is no you. There's no separation. It's a unity. It's like the what's the word?
like a mass
Non-duality.
consciousness,
You
or-
know,
Yeah.
like right, we experience duality.
Yeah, I like to
in-
call
when
it
we're in
the
our
ego.
bodies, but
Yeah.
the eagle,
Yeah. Like,
eagle, like the bird.
I don't know if you guys like remember, but I one time spoke about the Greek concept of the self, where they had this idea of what a man was, what a human was, what a woman was, and it was a human being on a horse, and there's an eagle flying up in the sky. The human being represents the, the ego and the self. Well, I think the horse represents the body. So you have to be able to drive. It's yourself who's driving the body. The body is just like this piece of thing made from the world, and the eagle is like God, And like the concept you speak of, like I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and like I find that like as we like age, what we think is gonna happen to us when we die changes as well. So I find that very interesting. Like, no matter what we think, there's always a change that's going on. And, like, when people say we go to heaven and stuff, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't kind of, like, how are we going to go there if we're different human beings? And, that's kind of the way, like, I've been thinking about it. And I read in this book, I think you know him, Carlos Castaneda. He speaks about it, the eagle, where he talks about how basically the shamans of old were actually able to see the collective, see the eagle, and they described it as an eagle, basically this jet black thing with a beak, right? And then people were being born out from so like when you die, you go back to it, and it basically flays you alive. It skins you. It lays you out flat. Yeah, basically, it does that to you. I mean, I'm kind of describing it in gory terms.
Well,
I mean,
that's all symbolic.
Yeah,
it's all symbolic. You're not actually torn apart. You're
Let's
just
talk about beautiful things.
your
but
your consciousness is scattered. It doesn't mean you're actually physically torn apart. It means your consciousness is scattered through the.
yeah, it lays you out. It lays you out completely,
Yeah.
and then it eats you. And then like you go back to it. It's an eagle. It's eating you. And then it creates from the eagle itself that you go back into, new human beings, new consciousness, new awareness arises. I read though, and I think this is true, I'm just hypothesizing here, like Carlos Castaneda, he spoke about even though the eagle eats you, it lays you out flat, it does give you a way to escape if you want it, because most people don't want to escape from the eagle because the eagle is just doing its thing. It's perpetuating awareness. It must perpetuate awareness, so it leaves an escape out for people who want to keep going after death. That's kind of like a thought that I've been jiggling around
Like
in my
to
mind.
next level.
Yeah,
Like transcend.
yeah, basically to kind of become an eagle yourself, like a perpetuator of awareness. Because if you, right now, like us, we are part of the eagle, right? So everything the eagle has is also like we're eagles. We're like falcons, Like we can go out to an empty space and perpetuate awareness as well. And like I've thought about it kind of like in a scientific way as well. Our molecular activity creates electromagnetic activity. You have your electromagnetic field, so there is something there. And I think that, people can get it to a point where your field, your aura, your spirit is like strong enough to confront the eagle and not get laid out, because it's going to lay you out flat, it's going to be like, and then if you can like dodge through it, it's be like, yo, you got this, go ahead, keep going, run. And then, you can escape it. And I think that's what I'm going to believe in for like a while, because it sounds so cool. So yeah, those are my thoughts on it.
Do you think you have a choice? Do you think you have a choice
You
when you
always have a
die
choice.
whether to turn back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think you have a choice to whether to turn back or to keep going.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, hey,
I'm
you
not
wanna
saying-
come back?
It'll be a
vanilla
hard
milkshake
decision.
with cherry on top.
Yeah, I think when you join back to it, all of that stuff is there.
No, I
Because,
wanna get
like,
a milkshake really
Like
bad.
even if it lays you out, right? All of the experiences you've had become a part of it. So like even if it takes your mask off, right? Your mask is still there, and your mask is like sitting there, and it can put on your mask anytime. Like you can literally. So it's like, why would you want to not be laid out by it when you can literally, like, relive everything you've ever wanted to relive, see all your friends and family. You know what I mean? It seems like a pretty good deal, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna try and escape it. I'll try. I'll let you guys know.
We've talked about this before. I think we were talking about the Hermetic principles or something, but I recently read something Einstein said in like a letter. He was saying like matter and energy are the same thing, but they're just different speeds of vibration. So like maybe that's what like what we're like a chrysalis, like a butterfly, like vibrating and shedding our cocoon when we shed our matter, like our material body maybe, and we're just like changing frequencies, and maybe based on just like where we're at in our on our deathbed, like there's a lot of weird DMT studies of what people see and near-death experiences, what people see when they die. It's like it always kind of depends on what state they're in when their heart stops. Like sometimes they see horrible things, and then other times they see beautiful, wonderful things, and they witness themselves in their hospital bed, or like things that happened in the hospital room. And I think it might be like they're just moving channels, like so, and they can also switch back to the channel and go back to their body and not die. But like I wonder, I always think about higher vibrations, like being more hyper aware, but lower vibrations, maybe it's just like smaller, more condensed things.
Yeah,
that
I think.
matter. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I think like it comes down to like when you have to eat and drink and survive, you're gonna be on the lower vibrational field. I think of Maslow's pyramid of self-actualization. That once you've had your your needs met, the next step is to go higher. To become like, what do they mean like by like higher consciousness? It's like the idea of transcending the self.
Fast too to achieve higher states.
Yeah, what's a higher state? It means not like caring about people, like because you don't have to constantly like look out for yourself, right? You're in a higher state, like like the Godhead kind of. It's starting to click with me, the whole concept. I mean, it's really about the actions that you do in the world, because those are the choices
like
you
this
make.
is meant to be political, but I think you can look at it vibrationally too. Eleanor Roosevelt, how she said, like, average minds discuss people, great minds discuss events, and then genius minds discuss ideas. Like that's all different, like wavelengths, different measurable things. Like when you're meditating, your wavelengths actually, change, and you start thinking about way different things.
Yeah.
I think the first step would be just to realize that there are other states that are possible to achieve. That's the first step.
What's the best state, bro?
Enlightenment, or whatever you call it. What's the best state?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what.
Orgasm,
I'm not sure.
baby. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good start too, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the orgasmic
It's
state
a perfect start to a beginning.
is the
And
state we are.
What if we start with an orgasm and end with an orgasm?
I think it's like that. Because before a man dies,
In
he
French,
ejaculates.
isn't it le petit mort, right? The little death.
Did you watch?
That's what.
Yes,
orgasm
you
is
watched
called.
Oh, really? No way.
Yeah, little
show
death. It
ever.
makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, one of my friends. Oh yeah, Emily in Paris. My friend, she is a poet too, and she she wrote this poem about it called Le Petit Mort. It's really funny, but it's also very dark.
Yeah, women are lucky in that sense. I feel like when a woman has an orgasm, it's not like I don't know. It's something
How do you know?
I'll never experience. Like, you know what I mean? It's like like I can't. Like so in a sense, like no. I mean, when women talk about how amazing orgasms are, and orgasms are great, right? But like for a man, it's not the same as a woman completely. It's like really quick. It's like a shot of like adrenaline, just boom, and then and then it goes. But for like a woman, it's like meeting God or something. Like, does that really happen?
There's definitely tears. Yep.
Tears.
Wow.
Have you ever heard of like
Yeah,
tantra?
dudes don't get tears. We just get yes or
we,
no.
we cry, we sniffle,
Girls get
Like level
they get
tears.
all the levels. they get like a
multiple level
skyscraper.
tears sometimes.
Yeah, they are the
They get a
creators of
skyscraper
humanity.
with multiple levels.
Sometimes.
They can go to up and down, up and down.
Yeah,
Guys are like, oh,
I'm
I'm in
done.
the basement.
I-
I'm done.
I taught myself how to have an orgasm on command.
Yo, bro, how
yeah?
did you do that?
Whenever I want.
How? What's the secret? Is there like a book?
He just has to look at me.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
That's why we can't
That's
go
what
out in
you know,
public.
that's why he closes his
That's what you're
eyes.
supposed to say. That's what you're supposed to say.
Are we streaming right now?
Yeah. Yo, can you actually have an orgasm on command? Because like I kind of
18
believe you.
plus.
No,
You just
no,
had,
no.
you just had one.
That'd be so crazy.
It's
That'd
a
be
part of
so
Zen,
awesome,
though.
bro.
When you get into the
People
higher
can do that.
yogas, that is a part of it. You reach
I
meditative
can have
states
I can
where-
have. Sorry.
No, please tell us.
No, I was gonna say I
Go
can have
on.
an orgasm on command after getting a blowjob.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
That makes sense.
Sorry.
Yeah. Life, death, sex,
Getting all red, Chip.
everything. It's what
This
it's what it's
stream
all
is only
about.
for 18 and up. I'm
18 plus. 18 plus.
Hey, this is
18
streaming
plus.
out to the
You thought I
universe,
meant
isn't
that
it?
type of job.
Uh,
No,
this,
no, no.
This one's on.
It's educational, boys and girls. This is educational.
birds and the
so
bees.
pay attention.
Life and death.
Yeah.
So to live is to create, and then what happens? So what's the consensus here, guys? What do you like? Yo, is there life after death? Yo, I don't know, but I hope
Yeah.
so.
Hmm.
I
I
think
hope that we
Some
all
call
meet
it
again.
life.
I think we will.
Yeah.
I mean,
Somnium
I don't
Space
know.
4.
I've had some like weird experiences with death, but I don't think I can really count them because I didn't actually die, right? So it's like,
before.
you know what I mean? Like it wasn't really death.
Yeah.
Well, tell me. Tell us. We wanna know.
Yeah.
No, they were really
definitely.
stupid. It
Tell
was
us more.
like one time I like OD'd on drugs, that kind of stuff. One time I like touched a wire that was live. Another time I touched water that there was a wire in it. Again, I got like electroshocked and I was like out for like a minute.
Wow.
So I don't know if I died, but I was like, yo, did my heart stop or
Oh my gosh.
whatever? And yeah, another time I choked on some food and I thought I was gonna die then.
Wait, tell me. What did you see? What did you?
Jeez.
I mean, the only thing it was nothing. It was oblivion. It was just, there was nothing. There was nothing at all.
That's
it
what
was
happened to me,
nothing.
too.
Like completely, I can't even describe it to you because like we view reality through this lens of like good and bad, right? But imagine where like, you know, like whenever you reflect, you're like, how do I feel? I feel good. I feel bad. Imagine not feeling nothing. Like the only way I can describe it is complete oblivion. It's peaceful, but I don't think that that's what really goes on. I hope not. Yeah, but it's peaceful. It's peaceful. But I'm pretty
My
sure
sister
it's
said
like
she-
it's like
she
what
said
Arda
she
said.
saw dancing strawberries.
Oh yeah, I guess everyone has their own
Wow.
thing. It's just lucky.
Amazing.
Wait, what
She
happened
went
to
to
her?
strawberry milkshake. Yeah.
I think it's when they resuscitated her with like painkillers and stuff. She was like hallucinating.
Oh.
Hey, can I ask a quick question? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, yeah, but your mic is
I
kind of
have
like
this, like-
wonky. Yeah.
How about now? How
Yeah,
about
yeah,
now? I have this
perfect.
debug
There we go.
log. I have this debug log initialized on my screen because I was clicking
the top
around
one.
with this like root
Oh.
access and debug.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, the debug logs.
How do you get rid of it?
Just click on it on
Oh.
debug logs again.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
Got it. Sorry. I had tried that. All right.
Now, all right, awesome, cool guys. Let's all come and reflect. I'm gonna remove this beam, but let's for now let's come and like all stand at the laughing skull, and let's all share our closing
What's
thoughts.
his name?
The cackling
Is it
skull.
laughing?
You know
Is
that
it
you know
laughing?
he's like a laughing skull. You know, happily laughing.
You should have animated that.
Yeah, I should have, man.
Oh.
Okay, okay, let's start with Ardub. Closing
His
thoughts
name is
on the
Methuselah.
afterlife.
Well,
Call
it's
him
truly
Meth
one of
for
the
short.
greatest mysteries. Nobody knows, man.
Yo, you look
Nobody
so funny
knows.
like that.
And it's happened to every human that's ever lived, every animal.
The only ones that know
I
are the
trust
dead.
it.
Yeah, the only
right.
ones that know are
Mental
dead.
note. I trust it,
Well
I trust
said,
it.
bro.
And those guys.
Once you find
Same way I
out, you're
trust
once you
birth.
find out, you're dead.
Yeah, you're dead once you find out.
I think it should be celebrated more, though, and not feared so much.
Death?
Yeah.
Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Ardub. Let's celebrate death as we celebrate life. All right, now get out the skull, bro. Someone else is gonna stand in there. Thanks, Ardub. Nikki, jump in the skull.
Next.
Yo, jump in the skull. Yeah. Make sure your head sticks out of the skull. Yeah. Perfect.
There you go.
Nikki,
Alright.
closing thoughts on death and life beyond.
Cozy.
So right, captured by death.
I think it's something that it's I don't know 'cause I think that it all starts and ends with an orgasm. I think
Yeah.
that's what.
Woo! Yeah, give it up for
Yeah.
Nikki. I swear it's true. I swear to God it's true. Okay, Wolfer Blast, jump in that cackling skull and show him
Uh-oh.
who you really are.
Okay, am I here?
Yeah.
Well,
Yo, stick your head out of his eye, cause like your head's kind of like. Oh no,
Head
no,
up.
no,
Like that?
go back. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, this is good.
there we go. Okay. I don't think death is something we should be afraid of, but it's just something it's inevitable. It's going to happen.
I think death
But,
drives life.
Just try to enjoy life as much as you can, and do everything you can, and try to do good things and make your life count.
Yeah,
what I say.
woo! Applause for Wolfer Blast. Thank you, Wolfer
Nice.
Blast. Pax, jump in that skull, yo. His innards have your name in them, so jump in him. He wants you to jump in him. Yeah,
There you go.
perfect. Okay, turn around though, so you can. Yeah, there you go. You got it. You got it. Yo, wait, jump back in. Yo, don't be so rough with him, bro.
Close.
He's just a skull, man. Okay. Yo, kind of move up. Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's good.
There you go.
Okay, Pax. So closing thoughts on life after death. And
Creepy.
He's doing the dance of
Where'd he
death
go?
right now.
This is how you get into heaven. You do this dance at the pearly gates.
Dance on
Yeah,
skulls.
it's a dance off.
Hello.
You
It's-
dance-
it-
you
I
dance on
think
a
that-
You're
dead-
humping the
dead
brain.
skull.
I think that when you die, it's almost like America's Got Talent, and then there's judges, and you have to have at least one talent to get in, and if you don't, you go straight to hell.
Oh no.
I'm cheering you into heaven. You're all
Yeah.
good.
We better work on our talents
Cheering you
then.
in.
That's well.
I think that you
Got a lot
go
of talents,
back
man.
to the computer program, and then
The algorithm.
you upload to something new.
Hmm.
But you could take your special people with you.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Applause
that's
for
all of you.
Pax.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo! Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, Wilsonian, jump in that skull, bro. He's cackling for a reason. Yo, yeah.
Oh, my head. My head.
Yeah, perfect. Yo, this is perfect. Wilson. Wilson, okay, tell us, bro. Closing thoughts, man,
Skull
on
man.
life after death.
Oh, I forgot.
What do you mean you
This was
forgot?
about death.
What kind of an
This
answer
is
is
meant to
that?
be. This is meant to be a fun time.
Huh? I
Everybody
forgot.
Just live
That's a
life
good point.
like it's the last day.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, that's powerful
yeah.
stuff,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, give it up for Wilson.
Live, laugh, love, people.
Woo!
I'm actually
Oli,
scared of
jump
death.
in there, jump in that
I'm
skull and show him
Okay.
who's boss. Yeah. Tell us, Oli.
Okay,
Closing thoughts on
So
life after death.
Oh,
I'll quote two people. Dun-dun-dun. Mark Twain. He said, "It's none of my business what was going on before I was born, so it's none of my business what happens after I die." That's one of my favorites. And then the second one is Grimes. She says, "Come on, you're not even alive unless you're backed up on a drive." That's from We Appreciate Power. It's a really good song. So that's it.
Yeah, thank you, Oli, for sharing. Applause for Oli, everyone. Woo! Crazy Nikki, jump in that
Ultra,
skull and
now
tell
you.
us. No, it's your turn. Oh yeah, you already jumped in there.
Oh, she was
All right,
in there.
everyone jumped in there except me.
You.
Okay.
Those are the
All right, yo, you've been like used a bunch of
Describe more
times, but
milkshakes.
I'm gonna make use of you.
Yes.
stick your heads out
Milkshakes.
the eyeball parts.
Yeah, yeah.
Go and put your heads out the eyeballs.
Ultra, you too. You
Yeah,
gotta go in there.
I'm jumping in. Here I come, buddy.
What kind of milkshake do you want?
I want a chocolate chip milkshake with whipped cream. Yeah, whipped cream and dream. So yeah, these are my closing thoughts on what happens after life, after death. I think that whatever happens, you're all gonna be prepared. And you are gonna be ready for it. So that's the most important thing. Because as long as you're prepared, right, you can beat anything. Batman, you know, give him 5 days to prepare. You know, he can beat anyone. You know, you're just like that. We all need to prepare. And the best way to prepare is to strengthen your sense of self, to know who you really are, and look beyond the mask of the ego. And by doing this, you'll really know yourself. And like at the end of the day, you can only really self-actualize by self-transcending, by living not for yourself, but for a purpose, a mission, someone. You know, even just to like, you know, just to like, just the intent of having a purpose to life. That, you know, like I'm living just to enjoy life. That's an intent and a purpose right there. And that is powerful. Powerful stuff, guys. And powerful life, powerful death. Yo. Yeah, on the Somnium Show. Thanks, everyone. Yo, let's all have a group photo beside what was his name? Methodist?
Dilemma.
Over this guy?
Dilemma? Yeah.
Do we want the skull?
Methodist. Guys, everyone, come stand beside
Hey,
the
I'm a
Methodist. Or yo, actually here. This is
I'm
like
a
this is
Methodist.
a better spot. Yo, guys, come sit beside me. You can sit on my lap. It's nice and warm. Yo, okay.
Wait, where are we going?
Yo, back it
over
up,
here.
back it up. Yo,
I
let's
could
go.
walk through this.
Perfect,
before,
yeah.
I can't.
Yo, you guys are awesome. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Thanks everyone for joining us on the Somnium Show.
Somnium
What lies
Show.
beyond on the Somnium Show? Who knows?
Ouch.
Lies
Let's
beyond.
go.
I just ran into the
No,
wall.
let's not go
Ouch.
to the other